What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Swartley show. We know it's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
I'm Nian.
I'm Kevin. And
this is episode 3. You want to tell them about how, we've been doing this?
oh yeah, we've been good, guys. Thank you for wondering. We know you wanted a podcast and you got one. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been I think
3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks. Shit, man.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
We've been brainstorming, we've been talking, strategizing, and we're back, baby. You know how people quit? We don't quit.
Yeah.
We're back.
We think sometimes breaks are good. I know we took a break barely.
No breaks.
We took a break 2 episodes in, but it's because
we went on a hiatus.
Yeah,
we were the board, bro.
Super long hiatus. A lot of y'all have been asking too, which we appreciate, by the way. The support.
We love it.
The love and stuff.
We love it.
But it's because I think we're just regrouping. We're trying to figure out what our main goal of this podcast is.
What our motives were. Where we want to go in the future. Yeah.
Kind of like what areas during the podcast we can grow in and stuff.
Yeah, and whether or not we were talking the way we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think this episode is gonna be good. We hope you guys enjoy it, and like we always say, like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, and if you enjoy the podcast, please comment down below more topics you want us to talk about, please. And yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking about overthinking.
Overthinking. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Do you overthink?
Okay. Yeah, I overthink. I overthink about a lot of things. Like my job, like I'm applying for.
Mm-hmm.
I overthink about my qualifications for the jobs I'm applying for. I'm really scared. I need to develop my skills a lot more, such as like in financial, like being a financial analyst. I need to like find ways to upgrade my skill set, my toolbox, and so I can display in the interview if they want me or not. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm going in it as just a lone ranger, a student who just finished college with a finance degree.
Right.
And I feel like
you don't have enough experience or something.
Yeah.
Or okay.
Enough tools in the box to. You know?
Mm. Do you think the way you overthink about jobs and stuff, do you think it's similar to the way you overthink in your relationship? Because here's what I think, right? I think for me, if we were to talk in like similar thing, right?
Yeah.
About overthinking about my qualifications for a job, I think, am I qualified for this? Am I good enough for this? In that aspect, maybe that's similar to whenever I overthink in a relationship.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Because I feel like a lot of people overthink in their relationship about whether they're good enough to be with their partner, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, like you're hoping you're doing like a great job.
Yeah.
But it should be natural, like.
Because like you're gonna do a great job.
Regardless.
I mean, obviously, if you think about it, you want to make sure you do a great job.
You want to be the best for your partner, you know, and.
But I think it's you should draw the line where it's like you constantly are overthinking about it, and you're overthinking about whether your partner will leave you for someone else because you don't know if you're good enough. Because I think you can think about it.
You can, yeah.
Like I think it's good to think about it. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
But then
it's a heavy hitter because when a thought comes and like you sometimes just don't know how to. Yeah, well, I know ways to combat it, but it just sucks when it comes because it's such a hard moment to like fight alone.
Yeah.
Which I try not to. I try to always pray about it, and so I'm not alone in it, and that's something I've learned so far. But I don't know. That's very difficult to fight that overthinking.
No, I mean I think it's way. It's easier said than done. It's like earlier I asked you the question about like George Janko saying that he would give up his fiancee for
Yeah,
God.
you did say that. Yeah.
And so just like when I asked you that, you said it's easier saying that than actually doing it, because then God's gonna put you through trials.
Yeah. Well, he won't like. Okay, you said it. Now I'm gonna put you. He won't, like, but yeah, when he said that, like,
it's kind of like commitment, like proof of your commitment to him, or what?
It's just showing that you meant what you said.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's just like that. I feel like everybody might think, oh, just don't overthink it. You know, just don't think about it too much. But when it actually hits you, you're just like stuck. So there's a whole weight on you.
Yeah, because you thought it was easy. Like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got it. But when it comes, it's like a different scenario.
Yeah. I wonder how that happens. I mean, I think this leads into insecurities, which we talked a little about yesterday as well, one-on-one.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, everybody has insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I guess, the levels to it.
Insecurities, like, what's something you're insecure about?
Man. Wait, actually, I feel like a lot of guys are insecure about their heights. Are you insecure about your height?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not even a valid question. You're like 6 foot over.
No. I was insecure back then.
Okay. So, like, when you were short?
When I was like 5 foot.
So you're content.
No offense to 5-footers, but yeah.
Wait. I mean, you were a kid.
I was like middle school, 5 foot.
So you were insecure about your height back then?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, I can't wait to be 6'4".
Dude, I didn't even think that could be a thing to be insecure about when you're that
height.
young. Like, yeah, when you're young. I mean, because you're surrounded by like a bunch of. I was about to say, like.
Wait, surrounded by what?
Like a bunch of short people. Like you're surrounded by a bunch of short people. So
who, me?
Like when you're a kid. Like
when you're a kid. No. A bunch of the kids were taller.
Oh, I never experienced that one.
Oh yeah, short crew. Eh?
So yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
so that used to be an insecurity of yours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I had friends who were at my height, yeah, but like, there were friends who were taller, and like, I always saw like basketball players were like 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the reason, like,
okay.
Reaching 6 foot was like the goal to be a basketball player. That was like the root. Like,
so that was a dream of yours? To be a basketball player?
And to reach that height was like the requirement.
And you were afraid you wouldn't.
In order to be like in the NBA.
Oh, okay. You did like have, or you do have a lot of basketball friends too. Like you played a lot of basketball.
Of course, yeah.
So okay, I guess I understand where that comes from. I never had that. I don't know why. I think it's not to say like I'm super confident in myself. I think I just never thought about it.
Yeah.
But I think the other things that I was like insecure about were like my body, which I feel is pretty natural.
Your hips don't lie.
No, they lie.
Nah, you could dance. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
You know bachata.
I do know bachata.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a thing. I guess it was an insecurity of mine. I like my body.
Me too. I had skinny arms, and I was like, I still do,
What?
but
All right.
I improved by going to the gym, hopefully. But yeah, I was super skinny, like a stick, super like sticky.
I don't believe you, bro.
I was a stick,
Dude, I don't believe you. Because you can say that. You can say, "Oh, I'm short," but you're not.
No, that's different though. Like I actually was like.
So you were a stick, but then you worked on it. And
yeah, and then.
Do you think your confidence grew? Your confidence grew with that?
Yeah, for sure. Because like you're like, okay, I'm not a stick. I'm not too much of a stick.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah, I hear. So there's this guy named Tony Robbins. He's apparently a motivational speaker.
I love how you say it, apparently.
Well, because I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
But I would say there are a couple of things that I've heard from him that I think I agree with him. Like he would sometimes say like, if you want to change your life, you got to actually put effort into it, which is true, right?
Of course.
I haven't heard a lot of his work. I haven't heard all of his work, but from what I've heard, I guess so far, that's what he say.
Yeah.
That's what he says. So I
But
was
why?
gonna,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask like, do you think depression can be cured through going to the gym? because he says that. He says he took 10 people who were severely depressed
Mm-hmm.
to the gym every day for like a year or two, whatever he said.
Yeah.
And he said 8 out of the 10 people
Yeah.
were cured of depression.
Uh-huh.
And I think maybe they felt better about themselves. You know, they felt better about their bodies and stuff, and maybe they felt healthier.
Yeah.
Maybe their lifestyles changed. Obviously.
That's good. But like maybe it was just the fact that they were distracted from the depression. Like they were so focused on the gym, they forgot about the depression.
Oh, like a mindset thing.
Maybe depression is, I don't know anything about like factual about depression, but maybe depression could be like a something where if you're not doing anything, like you're in a state of boredom sometimes, or you're in a state of like you're just too relaxed, too comfortable. Like you could get depressed, right? That's a possibility.
It's like your body, how your body is sometimes more susceptible to like viruses and stuff if the immune system's weak.
Yeah.
Just like that, maybe.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. And then the gym was like a sort of something they could focus on and hone in on their benefits of health and all that. And that removed it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like it's, you know, he said 8 out of 10. It didn't work for everybody. I think maybe they still had traces of depression, but they were way better than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely, you know, if you put your mind to it, like you're not just if you do something about a problem that you have in your life, it's gonna change. Do you believe that too?
If you have a problem, and
like
it depends on the problem. Like
I guess
saying I don't have an arm.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
But that's different.
Yeah, I guess like, but then also like if you have cancer. Like, like God forbid anyone we know will have cancer, but
What? Are you depressed?
No, I'm not. It's just like we're talking about like how you went to the gym. You know, your confidence grew with going to the gym and stuff. So it just came to my mind that maybe, you know.
Well, it grew in a sense of like
physical.
Like physically, Like it doesn't. So when you grow your body and it helps you. It shows yourself that you can grow in other ways.
Oh wow, that's a great freaking point.
Yeah, but it doesn't grow your smarts, your relationship, what? What's the word? Relationship. Help me out here, man.
I don't know what you're saying.
Like the way you handle people.
Okay.
That doesn't help that.
Yeah. Okay.
It shows yourself, like going to the gym will like show yourself you can really do something about it.
That's a great point. And maybe I mean like maybe then you can see like, oh, you're worth something, like because everybody's worth something, but sometimes people might not feel that, and so going to the gym they see like, oh, like you said, you know, if I can work on this, I can work on maybe how I make money or something like that.
Well, it's not. You're not gonna think in the back of your mind like, oh, I went to the gym so I can do it. Like that's not gonna be it, because that's not it. But when you do it, you'll naturally grow in other areas. I think.
I totally think you're right, and I think I'm gonna start doing that as well. I mean, I've been going to the gym and stuff. Just inconsistently. This morning I went on a run. Yeah. And it felt nice. I went to Herman Park. I ran for a mile. My shit was hurting, man. Like every part of my body, I was like, I haven't ran in so long. So I think
old man syndrome.
Definitely, definitely. And also, that's symptoms of someone who hasn't worked out in a while. So
I think this one summer I just honed in on working out, like freaking straight on.
Like past summer. Or just in general?
No, 2 summers ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just nothing, just straight. I'm going to the gym every day. That's how you do it, honestly.
That's freaking great, man. That's good for you. I wish I had that you'll do dedication too. Yeah.
You do have it.
No, for sure. I think I'm just sometimes lazy. But that was a good segment on insecurities and stuff. Do you think Do you think the way you deal with insecurities, do you think you'll have more knowledge on it as the relationship with your girlfriend goes and the relationship with other people?
I think as this is only a trial, right? The insecurity is like a trial. I feel like if I don't go through this, then like the future, like situations won't get better. So I think this is a trial right now that I'm going through that is only making you stronger. Like all the challenges we're experiencing right now, we're meant to like devour them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're meant to overcome because we're going through the challenges. We're not going to like stop there and be like, oh well, give up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This stuff is tough, especially with overthinking. It took me like 5 years, 6 years to get over overthinking. I mean, I still do it too sometimes, like a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot as much as before, but back in high school, man, I was like crazy with overthinking.
Like what?
Like, I would overthink to the point where, like, it would just affect my week, not even my day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I overthink on Monday, and then I start to overthink, because I overthought today and today was a bad day, the rest of the week is going to be bad.
Oh.
And then I manifest that into reality.
Yeah.
And that, the rest of my week does become bad.
Yeah.
And I used to think, maybe I'll reverse psychology my way into not making it bad.
Yeah.
So I purposely think to myself, the rest of my week is going to be bad. And then expect it to not be bad. Which was horrible.
Yeah.
Because you can't, that's not how it works.
You're speaking bad and
it's going to become bad. You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know any better. So I would always do that. And then a couple months ago, someone said to me like, what did they say? They said, you can't let one bad thought affect your day or your week or your month.
Right.
Because that one bad thought comes and then it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really think about how you're gonna react after that bad thought.
That's good. Yeah.
Because you have that bad thought, and then are you gonna stick with it? Are you gonna think, oh man, I'm gonna fail on my test, and then you think about it the whole day, and then you actually fail because you are constantly overthinking about it?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna fail my test, but wait, I can not fail my test.
That's
by
good.
studying, right? So what are you gonna do about it, basically?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people say that, like, oh, so what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I listen to music like based on the mood. Like back then, based on the mood. Just if I was sad, I'll put some sad artists.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and I think that that just makes it worse. Dwelling on the sad thought and then putting the sad music, just because you're sad, you're like, okay.
Yeah, which actually I want to talk about. This leads into like the next thing I kind of want to talk about, and it might take a lot longer than we want for the podcast.
Keep going.
I think I'm just gonna talk.
Yeah, keep going.
It's about therapy.
Okay.
I want to become a family marriage counselor, therapist. I'm still trying to decide which one.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I'm bringing up Tony Robbins again because he's the main reason why I second guessed my career. Okay. Unfortunately, not because he said it's bad, but because he said it's ineffective nowadays.
What's ineffective?
Therapy.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I know a lot of people feel differently about therapy. A lot of people have experienced therapy differently.
It's like therapy is the main goal of therapy is seeking someone for help when you have no one to talk to. Is that the main goal of therapy?
That's what therapy is like you want to seek advice from someone who is like for example, like a third party, for example, right? So let's say you have a relationship with a girl and you guys are constantly fighting, you don't know how to fix it. You go to a therapist
on relationships.
On like you both go to the therapist and you go talk it out with the therapist. The therapist will see it in a different light. They can possibly see it in a better light. Because you guys are so mad at each other. So they can be like, wait, you sound like this, you don't sound like this, sorry. You might look at this in a way that she might not look at it, and this and this and this, right? So it's like counseling. It's like
marriage counselor.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what I want to do with a marriage and family. But that's kind of what the goal is. Like you don't go to a therapist to talk about your problems and just talk about your problems, because then you're gonna keep dwelling in the problems.
Yeah.
Which is what we said about negative talking, negative thinking.
Yeah.
Right? The more you think about bad stuff, the more it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I started questioning whether I should even become a therapist at all, because a lot of people might say it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, do you have any, like, experience or thoughts about therapy, or is it, like, something that you're new to?
I think I went to a therapist once. My parents took me to a therapist
Really?
once. But what I did was I didn't really care about going, so I made everything like seem like it was okay, because I'm like, I don't know you, but everything's okay. Don't worry about me, okay? And then we left. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But I think it depends. Like, you have to be willing. It can't be just forced upon you. You have to be willing. The first step is willingness to seek some help when you need it, and yeah.
That's a good point. I feel like a lot of kids might be forced to go a lot of kids might be forced to go because of their parents, and then it just gets worse from there. I mean, I've known a couple of people who were forced to go to therapy. They're like, I hated it.
Yeah.
I never wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I think that it starts with the family, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The parents, like, they got to be like, look, we want you to get some help, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You want to get better and stuff, and maybe the kids will want to go.
Yeah, I think it depends on the approach. Like, first of all, never mind.
No, go ahead.
But it depends on who's willing to seek for help.
Yeah, no, you're right.
If the two, like, say in your relationship, the two of you want to go really bad and you really want to fix this relationship, then two will do it.
Yeah, it's just something I thought of because you said, like, you can't just sit on something, you can't
dwell on it.
Just dwell on it, because what are you gonna do about it,
Yeah.
And so
what are you gonna do? Cry about it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of it might sound like an insult, but in reality, it kind of literally makes sense.
Yeah.
To some extent, I mean, there are a lot of things you literally can't do anything about, but there are also a lot of things you can maybe do something about, or at least you can try. Yeah. And I feel like when people try, they feel better about trying than just sitting there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, from my experience, that's what
I see potential in you to become a therapist. Like, talking to you is like very easy going. You give good advice. There's always growth, areas of growth, but that's normal for every human being on this planet. But yeah, I see potential in you becoming a therapist for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think therapy is a good thing if you use it correctly, and if the therapist if you use it correctly.
Yeah.
And if the therapist is good, and but yeah, this is a good segment, I think. Mental health. We kind of brushed through it a lot. Like, I think it was
about what? Mental health?
Well, I guess just like talking about overthinking and insecurities. I think there's a lot more to it, obviously, that maybe we could touch in the future.
Yeah.
But I like this, I mean, we got to talk without, like, I think this is the
without
first,
presenting.
Yeah, I think this is the first topic or podcast where we just felt like comfortable.
I think I don't know why. This is actually like more calm.
Yeah, this is more of a conversation, and I mean, I don't let us know if you guys feel differently. But I was comfortable with it, and I hope
more confident.
Yeah, more confident.
Yeah.
This episode will come out.
It will come out.
So shake my hand right now. Shake my hand right now, regardless of what happens and what we think of this episode.
He's trying to.
We will post. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed. Anything you want to say?
Yeah. Subscribe.
Like and comment.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Peace. I've been Ian.
Peace. I've been Kevin.
And we'll see you guys next week.